Welcome to Biomania. Today's topic is Mendeleev periodic table. This topic is from chapter 5, periodic classification of elements from class 10th NCERT science book. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. Video we have studied about Dobereiner stridate and Newland's law of octave. In this video, we will study Mendeleev's periodic table. Dmitry Ivanich Mendeleev, a Russian chemist, played a very legendary and important role in the classification of the elements after Dobereiner and Newland. Okay. During Mendeleev's time, only 63 elements were known. So, Mendeleev classified and grouped the 63 elements then known to him in a form of a table. For classification and grouping of elements, 63 elements rather, he used two criteria. The first was fundamental properties of elements, that is the atomic mass, and physical and chemical properties of element. After choosing two criteria of the elements, that is the fundamental property and chemical and physical properties of the element, the first thing Mendeleev did, he correlated the elements with the atomic mass and chemical and physical properties. Now, for correlation of atomic mass and physical and chemical properties, Mendeleev have to study chemical and physical properties of the element. And for examining the physical and chemical properties of the element, Mendeleev chose hydrogen and oxygen as the basic element for studying the chemical properties of the element. And how he used hydrogen and oxygen? Let's first see that. For studying the chemical properties of the element, he chose compound formed by the element with hydrogen and oxygen. And now, why he have chosen hydrogen and oxygen? Hydrogen and oxygen. Why he chose the compound of elements with hydrogen and oxygen. And why he chose compound formed by hydrogen and oxygen? He chose hydrogen and oxygen for three reasons. So the reasons for which he chose oxygen and hydrogen. Number one, almost all elements form compound with oxygen and hydrogen. And number two is oxygen and hydrogen are very reactive. And number three is they are readily available. They are readily available. Okay. So, for this three reasons, Mendeleev chose compound formed by the element with oxygen and hydrogen. Almost all elements form compound with hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen are very reactive and they are readily available. After studying the chemical properties of all the 63 elements, he took 63 cards, and after studying the chemical properties of all the 63 elements, what he did, he took 63 cards, and on each card he wrote property of one element. So on 63 cards he wrote properties of 63 elements, on one card one element. Okay, in that way. So after writing the properties of each element, what he did, he pinned all the 63 cards on a wall in a increasing order of atomic masses. He arranged all the 63 cards in a increasing order of atomic masses, and he observed a pattern. And what was that pattern? He found that there is a periodic reoccurrence of similar elements, or you can say there is a periodic reoccurrence of the elements having similar properties. So this led Mendeleev to develop a law called as Mendeleev periodic law. Now let's see what is this law. So the law says the properties of the element are the periodic function of their atomic masses. What does it means? It means properties of elements means physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions, means the properties which are occurring at a regular interval. There is a repetition of the properties of their atomic mass, means when the elements are arranged in an increasing order of their atomic masses. In other words, we can say when we arrange the elements in an increasing order of their atomic masses, there is a periodic repetition of the properties of the elements. Okay, and these elements which are having similar properties can be grouped together. So now let's understand how Mendeleev grouped the elements together in a form of a table. The Mendeleev periodic table has 8 vertical columns. There are 8 So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 vertical columns, and these vertical columns are called as group. Okay. And 6 horizontal rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These vertical rows are called as, periods. So these are periods. So there are 8 groups and 6 periods. The Mendeleev periodic table has vertical 8 columns called as groups and 6 horizontal rows known as periods. Okay. After dividing the whole table in the form of groups and period, 8 groups and 6 periods, Mendeleev placed all the 63 elements in this table. Now you may be wondering how he placed them. Well, you may be wondering how Mendeleev placed all the 63 elements in this table having 8 groups and 6 periods. Well, for placing the 63 elements in this table, Mendeleev used formulae of oxides and hydrides of the element for grouping the elements together in this table. Okay. Now let's understand how he used formula of oxides and hydrides to group the elements together with the help of an example. Okay. So let's see the example. So first take the example of sodium. How sodium form the compound with hydrogen, and when it forms the compound with hydrogen, it forms the hydrides. Like hydrides, it will be NaH, and with oxygen it forms oxide. When sodium react with oxygen, it forms oxide. So it will be Na2O. Okay. Now let's take the example of potassium. With potassium it comes out to be KH, and with oxygen it comes out to be K2O. Okay. If we take R as a representative of elements, then the formula for here we will write elements. Then the formula for hydrides comes out to be RH, and for oxides it comes out to be R2O. So here we find that formula of hydrides and oxides of sodium and potassium are same. See here RH, and for hydride and for oxides it is R2O. It means that both sodium and potassium are having the same chemical properties. Mendeleev did, he grouped sodium and potassium together because they were having similar chemical properties. How we have studied that? We have seen RH and R2O. And when you see the Mendeleev table, you will find this formula at the top of each column. Let's see that. So when you look at the table, at the top of each column you will find the formula for oxides and hydrides. So for the first column we have the formula R2O and RH. This we have seen RH and R2O. And here sodium and potassium are placed in this column, or they are grouped in one column. Why they are grouped together? Because they are showing the same physical and chemical property. Similarly, in the column 2, or you can say in the group 2, there are all the elements which are showing same physical and chemical property. Similarly, for carbon, you can see when we find the compound of carbon with hydrogen, it comes out to be CH4. So you will see H4, and with oxygen, the compound formed with oxygen of carbon is CO2, that is carbon dioxide. So RO2, if you take this as R, so it again comes to be RH4 and RO2. So this is placed in the column 4, or you can say in group 4. So all the so all the elements present in this column will have the same physical and chemical property. So in this way he placed all the 63 elements in the form of table in columns, and or you can say in groups and periods, using the formula of hydrides. And now let's come back to the law. What the law says: the properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic masses. With the help of this table, we will understand what the law says. It means if we arrange all the elements in one group in an increasing order of atomic masses, we find that every element which is just below that element is having similar properties. Hope you would have understood the Mendeleev periodic table.